We had another amazing week in the stock market. We generated tons of income, we added assets, and we are one step closer to that financial freedom. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Isaiah, and in this video, we're going to talk about all that we've accomplished this week in terms of purchases, as well as income we have generated. But if you're new to the account, this is an income-generating account where our goal is to collect income through selling cash-secured puts, covered calls, credit spreads, and finally, dividends through some high yielders like COYY, TSYY, and our more stable funds like the Cornerstones and PDI. So if you're interested in this journey, make sure you subscribe to the channel, give me a like so we can grow. And with that being said, let's jump into it. First thing I want to do is I want to take a look at all of the options that we have expiring today. So my favorite way to generate income is to sell cash secured puts or to sell covered calls. A cash secured put is when you agree to buy a stock for a predetermined price, and a covered call is when you agree to sell a stock for a predetermined price. In either situation, you get paid easy money, and in my opinion, it is the best way to generate income. But remember, my trades are my opinions. They should never be taken as financial advice. I'm just a dude on YouTube documenting my journey. So let's take a look here. We have a ton of things expiring this week. The first is Tesla up at the top there, $8 put. We agreed to buy Tesla for $8 a share. We couldn't roll the position anymore because of a reverse split, so that means we bought Tesla at $8 a share. So that's going to add to our dividend-paying portfolio next week. AEHR covered call assignment. We agreed to sell AEHR for $10, and I showed my premium generals today. I've rolled this position for a year. Since December 16th of last year is when I opened it, and I rolled it until today, when I decided not to roll it out any farther, or I was unable to get it filled at the price I wanted. So I'm getting $1,000 back that I used to buy this position, and throughout that year, I've collected hundreds of dollars in premiums from it. So excited to get the cash back. NFE, $5 put. We agreed to buy NFE for $5, 100 shares, so we're getting assigned. And I'll kind of just keep going down here as you can see all of the different assignments we had this weekend or called away. Either way, next week is going to be fantastic. We're going to have a ton of new dividend-paying funds in the account, as well as covered call opportunities in there. And let's take a look at all the puts we rolled this week. You can see there's our assignments. All these credits we collected, we rolled positions. Again, we're just agreeing to buy them or sell them at that predetermined price, and we're getting paid when we add more time to the contract. So all in all, we collected right around $300 this week on options. Let's take a look at the dividends we've collected. Real quick, before we take a look at these dividends, I want to give a quick shout out to the Premium Generals. But before I do that, I want to give a quick shout out to the Premium Generals. It is an exclusive group. It costs $10, and in here, I post private content such as educational videos on how to sell cash secured puts, how to sell covered calls, how to do credit spreads, how to do debit spreads, other educational videos, as well as private portfolio updates. Any moves I make, every trade I make, every purchase I make, everything goes through in the Premium Generals group. And the best part, you get to be featured in every single video. So if you're interested in being part of the community, it's $10. Come check it out. We'd love to have you. You might learn something. Like I said, you get to be in every single video. So with that being said, let's jump back into our video. Okay, so dividends we have collected this week. As you can see, we have one pending for today, YBIT, $28. That'll hit the account sometime tonight. But ULTY gave us $25, COYY gave us $130, TSYY $163. So all in all, that's right around just about $300. That's pretty dang good. I will take that. So awesome income we've generated this week. But let's also now talk about all of the purchases we've made this week as we continue to purchase assets to grow this account, help us produce more income, as well as set us up for a nice future in terms of investing throughout this account. So QYLD, I have 2 covered call ETFs in here, QYLD and T-SPY. So we have 62 shares of QYLD. I purchased today. I purchased 2 shares. I'm trying to make small daily buys, trying to be consistent with these. We also purchased a few of our monthly paying REIT fund. We purchased, how many shares did we get today? We bought 2 shares there, which brought us up to 332 shares. I want to get 1,000 of these, but no real timeline on when I'll get them. TSYY and COYY, those are our ultra yielders, and we've already hit our goals, 1,500 shares. So any dividends or distributions we're receiving from them here on out, we will just reinvest into other positions. The 2 cornerstone funds, CLM and CRF, I would like to get 3,000 shares of each of those. I bought 7 shares of CLM today, bringing me up to 1,570 total shares. And CRF, I bought, I think, more than that today. I bought 5 shares today. 5 shares today, which brings me up to 1,600 shares. Like I said, I want to get 3,000 shares of each of those by the end of 2026. PDI, my favorite dividend-paying fund, I have 670 shares. I purchased 11 shares today. I want to get up to 1,000 shares by the end of March 2026. Small daily buys, it's going to be close. And MSTY, we were assigned last night, and we'll get assigned the rest of those shares tonight. So that's another weekly paying dividend fund into our account. It's going to help us generate some more income each week from the dividend side on top of all the option income side. So, and then finally, T-SPY. This is the other covered call ETF here. We have 30 shares because I purchased 5 shares today. I'm trying to get this up to 100 shares. But again, this is another one I don't have a timeline on. Some of them I do have timelines, and I'm going to try to meet those goals. The other ones, just as I have a few extra dollars that I've generated income-wise or taken advantage of some margin, I will purchase some of those. Now, I do have quite a bit of buying power ready, $105,000. I am definitely not about to deploy all that right now. I do small daily buys, whether the market is going up or going down. I want to be consistent with my purchases. So I know I have a lot of comments on people, well, if you just put $10,000 in one of these high yielder funds, you'll make your money back in no time. And what happens is when you put it in there, then that share price drops so much faster than the dividends are paying out, and then you're essentially just lost $10,000 in your return on capital for a while. So I like to do small daily buys. I would much rather get there slower with a more consistent pace than jump out of the gates, and then next year we have a huge downturn, then I'm missing out buying opportunities. So I definitely am using my margin, small purchases here and there, but I will not overload it. I'm not in any rush to heavily invest it all at one time. The account is continuing to grow. Like I said, you can watch a YouTube video from last year at this time where I had $45,000 in the account. So you can just kind of see from YouTube video proof there how the account has grown over the last year. And next year we are definitely going to get to $100,000 just by the sheer number of assets we are purchasing that are going to produce us income to help us grow the account. And with that being said, guys, I truly appreciate any one of you that take the time to watch these videos. And if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Help me out. I want to get to 5,000 subscribers by the middle of next year and 10,000 by the end of next year. And I think it's possible, but hold myself accountable, try to work as hard as I can to grow the channel. And if you ever have questions, guys, just put them in the comments. And with that being said, I'll see you in the next one.